Hello and welcome back to Jules Math Tools. In our session today, we are learning more about our different types of numbers, and today we are focusing on composite odd numbers. Now, I know in the world where we're learning a lot about the different types of numbers, when we have both of these numbers combined together, it can get a bit confusing and tricky to identify what type of number we're looking at. So if you want to learn all about composite odd numbers, let's get started. So what exactly are composite odd numbers? Before we get into that definition, we need to first look at these two words separately. So we learned that composite numbers are numbers that has three or more factors. And these include numbers like 15, 27, and 49. We then later learned in another video that odd numbers are the numbers that we cannot divide into two groups equally. That means anytime we attempt to divide these numbers into two separate groups, they will always have a remainder. And these type of numbers end with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. And again, some examples of odd numbers would be 15, 7, and 29. So when we're looking at numbers like composite odd numbers, this includes a combination of these two definitions together. So let's think about what composite numbers are, and let's think about odd numbers, and then putting those definitions together, this number has to be both a number that has three or more factors and it ends with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9 like our odd numbers. And some example of composite odd numbers would be 15, 27, and 49. So let's look at how this example works. Let's look at the number 27. So 27 is odd because it ends with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. So that covers the odd part of this number. But when it comes to the composite part, we know that the factors of 27 is 1, 3, 9, and 27. And because it has three or more factors, that means that this number is also composite. So we can say that this number 27 is a composite odd number. Let's look at another example. With the number 18, 18 does not end with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. And because of that, that means 18 is not an odd number. But on the other hand, it does has three or more factors. And because of that, that means that it's a composite number. But because it's a composite number, but it's not an odd number, then that means it is not a composite odd numbers. So in looking at these type of numbers, you have to remember that there are some numbers that are composite, but they're not odd numbers. And there are some numbers that are odd numbers, but they're not composite numbers. So whenever you're looking for a composite odd number, it has to fall in both of these categories the way that 27 did. So let's recap before we finish. Remember that a composite odd number is a number that is both composite, meaning that it has three or more factors, and odd, meaning that it ends with the number 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, and because of that, that will make it a composite odd numbers like the numbers in our example. So I hope this definition helps clear up any questions that you may have had on what a composite odd number is, and hopefully in moving forward, you will be able to identify a composite odd number for yourself. So continue to learn about your types of numbers, or when you're ready to learn about a different type of number, make sure that you return back to Jules Math Tools, where we aim to make math easy.